Welcome everyone back to Ace Investigations. It is Silver Saturday. My name's Lee back, and of course joined me by the normal cast. Silver Saturday, we have a Burr.
Hello.
We have a Drifting.
Woo.
We have a Kay.
Hi.
We have a Laura Petal.
Random noise.
We have a Lemming.
Sup, brothers?
We have a Mist.
Wow.
You didn't miss the intro after all. And also our special guest, ShadowPhoenixRider.
Howdy.
All right, let's hope that this now works, because we've been having some technical issues.
Yeah, let's hope that first time it works.
No. For the VOD users, you saw no technical issues at all, and nothing was there.
No, you didn't say anything. No.
Oh, here we go.
Nothing happened. It's
Okay, okay.
Quiet on set.
Oh, I hereby call this meeting to order. I'll read all of this, because why not? The committee is gathered here in the sight of the goddess to pass fair and frank judgment. The purpose of this hearing is to assess the professional competency of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Hammer.
That is a shiny gavel.
Okay.
Are you?
Yes, I'm your father.
Why are you wearing that raincoat? My dad's dead. You can't be him.
I'm your other father.
No! Okay, it's not picking up. Fuck.
You are screaming in infrasounds.
Microphone
There we
does
go.
not pick
I
up
did it
scream.
right.
Screaming.
Please insert scream. Please insert Wilhelm scream here.
Hang on.
Screams in registers only. Screams in registers that only dogs can hear.
Yeah.
April
This is my
5th,
character right away.
1:23 p.m. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202.
Oh, he's pacing.
He's so cute.
Will you please stop pacing, detective? You're kicking up dust.
Dust in your place? Unlikely.
But I swept the floor 3 times today already.
Then sweep it a fourth.
They're gonna take your badge, Mr. Edgeworth. How can you just stand there, cute as a cucumber?
Cute.
We don't know for certain that they will.
Well, it sure seems they mean to. Judge Cavell pretty much spelled it out. I'm angry.
Ah, fuck, we're flashing back. Hang on.
Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat to the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. As such, you give me little choice but to report back on your continued transgressions. No doubt, you will be called to appear before the committee in due course, and your badge revoked. There, I said it.
She said that I would be called to appear before the committee, nothing more.
Well, I don't care. I won't stand for it. What if we never get to work together again?
Oh,
I'd have thought you would welcome the prospect, detective. After all, it would mean you could work with someone less problematic.
Don't say that, sir.
With someone who doesn't have so many salary revisement meetings with you.
I've never heard of anyone except that stupid committee saying that you're problematic. You're not just looking for an excuse, are you? To become a defense attorney, I mean? Because I won't let you. You're Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Prosecutor, you hear?
Also, if someone wouldn't mind just checking on the audio if it's all good.
I did earlier, it sounded fine.
To become a defense attorney, huh? The circumstances of my father's death set me on the path to becoming a prosecutor. But I'd only been interested in the law to begin with, thanks to my father as well, and his work as a defense attorney.
Are you going to keep fighting the crown as a prosecutor? Or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you got a big decision ahead of you, Miles Reno. One only you can answer.
Are you listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I said I won't let you do this.
Really, Detective, there's no need to be so dramatic. Who knows? The next prosecutor you work with might be a little more lenient with your salary assessments.
Really? So, no more instant noodles? I mean, no. What are you saying, sir? I don't care about any of that stuff.
For food?
But you thought about it, didn't you? If only for a moment.
I'd get
Only 'cause I'm
scurvy
broke
for
all
you,
the time.
Mr. Edgewaith.
We're busy here. Come back later.
Let me bring in character sprites. This character was named in the fan translation Karen Jensen, which was a stupid ass name, and I'm glad they have a new one. This one makes sense.
Who wants to take this character? Anyone?
I think drifting would be good.
Okay.
Yeah, that are. Okay, yeah.
Hey there. Is the prosecutor in? Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth?
Look, pal. Water Potter, we're busy, don't you get? Wait outside and I'll be with you in a bit.
Oh, that's not good. Your face is as red as a tomato.
Yeah, man.
Red face, good teeth. Let's see.
I said we're busy.
Wait, that's it. Stomach cramps, right?
Oh my god, I'm going.
No need to worry. Stuffing an injection can cure. Now roll up your sleeve for me. Won't hurt much.
I'm gonna hate this character.
No thanks, pal.
I think
I'm,
you're going to hate this character.
healthy as can be.
To be fair, she is intended to be.
I'm
Extremely
glad you're not voicing her, Shadow, because you would implode.
Yeah.
She's very incompetent, which I tend to attract in this game.
And
Aw.
oh, don't be so hard on yourself.
That's not what I mean. It's. I also voice Sebastian, who is also very incompetent.
Yeah.
I'm drawn to them at this point.
You were clamoring for Eustace/Sebastian for a couple of years now. It's
So
not
yeah,
like
you're like I have adopted
you
him.
pulled him by the scruff of his neck.
Basically, what we're saying is embrace the chaos.
Yes.
What I'm saying is that Drifting is so hyper competent, she likes to play characters that just relax for a little while.
That works too.
Yeah.
Wow. I wish it was, but.
And
You will take. Sorry.
no, please go on.
I was going to say, you're going to take this compliment.
I did. I said thank you.
And who might you be?
Sorry, I totally forgot to introduce myself, huh? The name's Needler. Florence Needler.
I love you.
I felt a soul leave its body at that moment.
No, the proper soul sigh is.
So close.
Either way.
It's horrible, but it's much better than Karen Jensen.
I must admit, very, like, part of it is a pun, which makes me very sad. Well, doesn't make me sad, just makes me sigh. But, like, the first half, I see what you're doing there. That's clever. That's
Yeah,
clever.
I like the reference to Florence Nightingale.
Yeah, I was like, I'll give you that. That's clever.
I'm a nurse at Hertz Hospital. Oh god, Hertz Hospital. I'm going to hate pronouncing that.
Oh,
It hurts.
and hear me. I thought, like, oh, hurts. That's like the sound wave, and then it took me like a couple of seconds. I was like, oh, they meant like.
Yeah,
pain.
I mean,
Hey.
both.
Also,
It is both.
Also, hurts without the T is hot in German.
Yeah.
I'm also pretty sure there's also a Hertz clinic here in Norwich. So
Oh, is that an ultrasound clinic?
no, actually not a clinic. It's a pharmacist, Hertz pharmacist.
Ah.
Oh,
Makes sense. You go to the
The
pharmacist. because
prices
you
are
hurt
so high it hurts.
I'm
That too.
going to turn into a croissant.
Quetzal.
Well, nobody here is hurt. So, are you sure you have the right room?
Yeah, you're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? Those are some deep furs in your brow.
I don't get
know where
much
I'm going
sleep.
with this character voice, but it's fine.
It's like, wow, you're old.
Are you feeling alright? Suffering from a severe headache. I could give you an injection that'll... It's Botox.
I'll be fine, thank you. Could you please just tell me what you're doing here?
I did.
Stab people.
Sure. But it's like, I brought somebody to see you.
It's alright, nurse. I don't want you to give my forehead botulism.
Wait right there. I'll go grab her. Yeet.
I actually coded somebody with botulism. One time.
Too late. I wonder who she brought along. If she's here from the hospital, maybe it's a patient. Someone you cut down to size with your trademark rapier wit.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
See? That right there, sir. When you glare at me like that, I lose the will to live.
Wow.
You don't want to send me to the hospital, do you?
Surely he's exaggerating. After all, that's the look I always give him. And nothing's happened so far.
I'm sure I can help with that.
Yoink. Sorry to keep you fellas waiting. Well, thoughts? And prayers, good lord.
Thoughts on what?
Is that Kay?
You don't recognize me?
There is something about her. Something familiar.
This had your name on it. So I thought just maybe.
So you really did put somebody in the hospital?
Don't be ridiculous, detective.
That's my job, Miles.
But look, sir, your name's right here on the card. Public Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, plain as day.
Is that Kay Faraday with her head down? Having amnesia because, of course, amnesia.
Be that as it may.
Mayhaps.
I'm sorry.
What she is trying to say is he has amnesia.
Amnesia?
Yeah, at least that's what they tell me.
Her parents must be so worried about her. I bet they've only been getting around 8 hours of sleep each night. You got a feel for them? What are you talking about?
What the hell you on about, miss?
Do I, though? Because that's quite a lot of sleep, if you ask me.
Of course it is for you! You
For
sleep like
Edgeworth-
5 seconds a day if you're lucky.
For Edgewood, that's a week's worth of sleep.
Oh, tough break. But don't you worry, all right? Since you had his card, that means you must know Mr. Edgeworth somehow. So sit back and we'll take it from here. Right, sir?
At the very least, we might be able to help you figure out your identity.
Really? Will you?
It's going to come down to what you remember, but yes.
Now that's the Mr. Edgeworth I know. Don't worry, miss. You're as good as healed.
Doubt.
Let's not get carried away here, detective. I'm a prosecutor, remember? Not a miracle worker.
Damn it, Jim.
Damn it, Jim, I'm a prosecutor, not a health worker.
Damn it, Gumshoe, I'm a prosecutor, not a doctor.
Oh, dang it. I always get them mixed up.
So, where do we even start?
So do you remember your name, miss?
I'm sorry.
She's been like this since she came in yesterday.
So she's only been in hospital for a day.
Well, yeah, because we're on a time crunch, just like you. How did you figure it out so fast?
Please tell me they at least gave her a CT scan. I'm begging you.
How can one person be so emotionally draining?
They found her wandering around late last night and brought her in. How the fuck are you wandering around when you fell off a Sure.
Some people can. It depends how far you fall, honestly, and what you
Yeah, I
break.
mean,
She was on
there have been reports of people
full building.
parachuting where the parachute doesn't work and they still walked away from it.
To be fair,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like that she took a... It doesn't look like that the it was a height that was a problem. Looks like that she hit stuff on the way down. Or thing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It probably
Also,
slowed the
like-
descent then. But...
Also, this is something that has come up, I think, in the opening little cutscenes before. But sometimes, not everything is as it seems in the opening little cutscene things.
True.
So, like, I don't think she fell off an entire building.
I
No.
would hope
No.
not.
Start there.
Yeah,
That's half of it.
Yeah, I guess the building's there as kind of like for something else, not that she
Well,
actually
it's also
fell
to
off it.
mislead. It's also to mislead
Yeah.
you to think she fell off it.
Yeah.
I will say that because I know that 100%. That is what it is intended to make you think. But I can tell you, no, she's alive.
Well, yeah. If she
Well,
fell off that
obviously, yeah.
building,
She'd be
we
dead.
would not be talking to her.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to help out, so I went through her stuff to see what I could find. And I found jack shit.
And did you find anything apart from my business card?
Just some money.
Nothing with a name on home address. Wait a second. She was wearing this. Pretty unique design, right?
What? This pin.
Oh, that's how you recognize
What the
her. okay?
heck? That is a Garasu pin. What does that mean? Well, it can't be.
Kay, is it really you?
Okay.
That's Rasku pin data jotted down in my organizer.
They are really shitty at perception if they can't recognize her just because she has her hair down.
You'd be surprised how much that changes someone's looks, actually.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
But
Also, she's wearing bandages over like parts of her face. It is obscuring some marks and stuff. Only seeing
Still.
part of her face can mislead you.
Not just that, but the entire personality thing is different as well. And
Yeah.
as we all know from the whole Clark Kent thing, it's not just about what you look like, but about how you carry yourself.
I mean,
Yes.
that's true. And also, I mean, not just Clark Kent thing, but also a Henry Cavill thing, when he was standing in front, in Times Square, in front of the Man of Steel poster. No one recognized him.
I can actually give a real life example. When I used to work in McDonald's, I had the whole get up with the flat cap and stuff like that. But I also had to put my hair in a hairnet because of course you do, and I had to tear my hair back so it would actually get into it. And I actually served my mum in the same McDonald's which I worked in. She didn't recognize me until I started talking to her. She was like, "You look so different."
Exactly.
It's also why, like, you know, games like Assassin's Creed and people are like, oh, well, how come they're obscuring half their face.
Yeah.
Oh, you cannot recognize someone from essentially the nose downward.
And also, if you're distracted by something, you barely pick up on a
Yeah.
person.
It's you, isn't it, Kay?
I'm Kay.
Come on, Kay. You really don't remember? Look, it's me, Gummy. That's what you always called me.
Gummy.
That's a really cute sprite. I think it's right.
But you're an adult. That's so rude. I don't really call you that, do I? I'm so sorry. I can't believe I feel so guilty now.
What the heck happened to you? I've never seen you so polite. Being polite and sensitive is just not... Where's the Kay I know? You're nothing like her.
That's not.
It's not helping them.
Chill out, Dick. Come on.
Careful, detective. We don't want her to get the wrong impression. You make it sound as if Kay isn't normally a polite or sensitive soul. Not that he's wrong exactly, but
Edward, please.
So what kind of person was I before?
No, he is on a similar track because reacting to this way to somebody who is suffering from amnesia and or dementia, it's not it just distresses them more, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, your full name is Kay Faraday. You're bright and fun and full of energy. And, oh yeah, you're a great thief.
You a thief that
great
Gambit be proud
thief?
Oh.
There's a little more to it than that, but yes. Thieves generally steal other people's valuables from their dresses and for vaults and...
Steal? But that must be so awful for the people whose things I took.
It's a victimless crime, technically, sure. Depends
Oh
on who
gosh,
you steal from.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was a criminal. Maybe I lost my memory as some sort of karmic punishment.
No.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
I don't think you did that did much good, sir.
But it sure explains one thing. Look at these gloves. They're just the kind of person like that would wear.
Hey! That outfit!
This? What she was wearing when they found her. But we had to get her to change out of it and put on the hospital clothes, so that's why I have them. I also didn't put them back on while I'm taking her out of the hospital, but whatever.
Yeah, and also, why did you carry her around the city in hospital clothes?
Because.
There's something on this part here. Could it have something to do with how Kay lost her memory?
I'll send the outfit over to forensics later, and they can see what they can figure out.
It hasn't been altered.
Please do, Detective.
Boy, there really are some TV clothes, huh?
They're bright pink, miss.
I'm criminal.
Would you like to look at Gambit and say that again?
You may be a great thief, but you've never committed a crime in your life. Rest assured, you are no criminal.
If you say so.
Perhaps we'd better leave it there for now.
That sounds more like a crappy thief, no?
It depends.
I'm sorry. I wish I could remember who you are. How do we know each other exactly?
Well, that is... How do I put it into words?
You're my adoptive daughter.
You're Prosecutor Edgeworth's assistant.
That's
Sure.
/ adopted daughter.
Oh no. I am? So a prosecutor is the head of some sort of great thief network then.
No, not quite.
We last saw Kay 2 days ago. Perhaps we should try to figure out what she's been doing since then. Was the pin the only item on her person when you received her, Nurse Needler?
There were a few other things, but I doubt any of it will be of much use to you.
I'll be the judge of that. Could you please show them to us?
I thought you were the prosecutor. But in no particular order, I present. Exactly, thank you.
A German ninja mask? Was she had to show us something?
A letter, and it's addressed to Kay.
So what were you saying you didn't have anything with her name on it, you liar?
Next a ticket stub, and finally...
the big building.
A fake flower. The kind people like to spruce up their bathrooms with, too.
It's a corsage, Detective, and they're usually worn by women.
That's that. So anything useful in there?
Everything. Kind of hard to tell, frankly. It's not really I'm not really seeing a connection between any of them. Except, the mask and the ticket.
I should take a closer look at each piece later when I have the chance. Diamond Ninja Mask, data jotted down in my organizer. Letter data jotted down in my organizer. And finally, the ticket stub data jotted down in my organizer.
The big building.
Oh wait, no, there is one more thing. Magenta flower, data jotted down in my organizer.
Ha.
Item 4 out of 3 magenta flower jotted down the organizer.
This is bad. How do we get Kay's memory back? We can't just let it stay like this forever.
Calm down, detective. I have an idea.
You do? I knew you'd come to the rescue, sir. So, what is it?
Look closely at the ticket stub.
Oh, it's for the viewing platform at the top of the big building. Yes, that's literally what it's called. I make no jokes.
Oh,
The big building. You know the place.
But it's big and it's in the middle of town.
And it's a
Everybody
building.
knows it's silly. It's a holiday spot in town. They say that if a couple holds hands while they're up there, they'll stay together forever.
I gotta say, for a dating spot, it's pretty horrible.
Oh, very right. I'll just note that down. After that, right, no later. This is yesterday's date, and the ticket is only valid on the date specified.
Oh, I love that it says student. I didn't notice that. It was not translated in the fan translation, so that's super neat. Anyway.
Plus, it's a stub. That means she used it, right?
I think it's a distinct possibility. Well, shall we go see what we can find?
Now, just like that.
The only way to figure out how Kay lost her memory is to retrace her steps.
But what about your team with the committee?
Screw the committee.
It's not for a little while yet. We have time.
Great, so can I leave Kay with you?
That sounds a little negligent.
That would be for the best, but you don't mind, do you, Kay?
I mean, I did threaten to immediately stab them with needles, so I do think negligence is part of my job description.
Goodness. Oh, of course not. Thank you.
I think we found a Japaniphonian service that's even more shitty than judicial.
Alrighty then, back to work I go. If you need anything, feel free to give me a holler at Hertz Hospital, okay?
She needs to be in the hospital.
I can come running with a syringe of free, whatever you might happen to be. That's a fucking threat.
Stealing.
You're too happy to say that.
I will stab people.
Yes, thank you. I doubt we'll be needing that particular service.
Or needling it, even.
Maybe you maybe need to get a rabies vaccine or something. Like I bite you or something.
Now then, detective. Shall we get going? You too, Kay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, of course.
Oh, I guess she needs to cook with.
I love that we're just keeping her in our hospital clothes because fuck it.
Yeah.
She would not be discharged. You know what? I'm just not gonna.
Yeah. Best not to.
Shadow, for your own sanity, let it go.
In 2019, it was still a bit chilly in April in 2019.
April 5th. Big building plaza.
Well, also it's Japanifornia. Also, I think what if consider the following: what if Japanifornian health system is the worst of both worlds of
God.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
American? Because
I mean,
American's
what?
already pretty dystopian.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, actually, that would track. Japan's not very good with mental health, and neither is the US. So.
I mean,
Yeah.
as far as I know, Laura would have to be the expert on this. Japan is not good with health either.
I've not had too many run-ins. The only real time I've had run-ins with the Japanese health system was I went in a few years ago after giving myself a bad sprain in my ankle, some ligament damage years ago, just out for a jog. I gotta say, it wasn't particularly that bad, but then again, that was for like physical stuff. So they, did the usual, put me into crutches, and we did rehabilitation over the couple of weeks afterwards. But no, yeah.
Oh
Physical,
yeah,
I think it's not too bad. I've never had to go in for anything mental related, thank goodness, because I've heard the horror stories.
Yeah, I would
yeah.
also like to rescind what I said. I forgot this is not mental health. This is a neurological condition. So I have no idea how this is gonna work.
I mean, isn't it worse than mental even?
A neurological condition is actually treated a slightly bit better in health systems because it tends to be a physical ailment rather than something that the brain produces. It's an injury, like the antegrade amnesia that Kay is experiencing. I think it's antegrade. Yeah, because it's before the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What she's experiencing is definitely trauma related. It's a physical injury which tends to get treated a little bit better by the system than mental health for some godforsaken reason.
I mean,
You
on
would
the
think
other hand,
you would.
go ahead.
It is about the brain. When you would think like, yes, there is a problem in brain. You would treat them the same, but apparently not.
Yeah. On the other hand, the nurse was more than happy to just drop her there after a day since admission. So I think there's the reverse synergy where the sum is much worse than the parts.
Yeah, that's just medical negligence. You just wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Even if her scan was clean, you still wouldn't because the amnesia and everything. Anyway, I'm gonna close this point.
Have you got nits, detective?
So according to this pamphlet, the big building's 50 stories high. It's all offices inside, so the viewing platform up top is the only part that's open to the public.
Is that kind of like the Empire State then?
Possibly, yeah.
Here, this one's for you, sir. They were handing them out for free in the ticket area.
I think there's quite a few buildings like that in Japan where you will have a big building and then you will have like some sort of viewing floor at the top.
Yeah, it tends to be that a lot of it could be like the bottom floors might be like retail complexes of some kind, and a few floors up you'd start with the offices. Maybe there'd be a hotel lobby and a few floors of hotel rooms, and then through all of that you would usually get a tourist specific elevator behind a ticket desk, and that would take you to whatever the most accessible top floor is of the building, usually observation deck sort of areas, or at least the observation floor with room to then go upwards onto a deck of some kind.
How very kind of you, detective. Big building pamphlet data. Jot it down. I'm an organizer.
The previous place that I lived in before the one that I've been in now for the past 3 years, the previous place I was at, was kind of next to one of those like big towers. If you look at the Abeno Harukas Tower, I can type it out for you later, but I was like about a 10 minutes walk away from that tower, the tallest one in the Kansai area, and up until recently the tallest in Japan. I think they're planning to build something a bit taller than that one now.
Neat.
Okay. All right, I think it's time we headed inside. Who?
I think this might be a familiar face from the past.
Oh. Are we
I
talking...
think somebody had called dibs on him, but I don't remember who.
Well, if it was him, probably not me.
I'm gonna throw it to Mist for now.
Okay.
Catch.
Gotcha.
Catch. Actually, no, wait, Burr. It was Burr, I think.
Burr.
Burr.
Okay.
Look out! The big building! It's about fall!
Well, what?
We gotta do something.
Oh, never mind. It's actually, it's actually this little shit who I believe you called dibs on.
I did, yeah, I voiced him very briefly, okay. No,
I said
please!
child.
I'm begging you, stop!
Oh, the game just crashed.
Oh no!
Oh, I thought that was part of the soundtrack. I was like, that's quite interesting.
That was a very repetitive soundtrack.
Gemma's
I
like,
thought
wait,
it was
stop!
part of the effect. I think
Okay.
it was auto saving though, so I think we're okay.
I'm hoping it will
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, I noticed
What's
some
up?
auto-saving.
What is up with this game tonight?
It is moody.
It
We've
is
had a
certainly...
couple of issues with it in the past, but this is obscene.
Mm.
Honestly, I thought the,
tonight.
I thought the music was going to start going.
No, what the soundtrack was doing, it was suddenly under the control of J.K. Simmons' character from the movie Whiplash, and it was just making the drum
God.
go like fucking crazy.
I was booting it up again.
That's just Phil Collins. I need to watch that documentary. Actually, there was a documentary on YouTube about Phil Collins's life, I think. And I was like, "Hey, I'm going to watch that." And guess what I did? Not that.
Yep. That's
I did watch a whole hour video about Dwarf Fortress, though. That was fun. It was about boat murdered.
Is it? Did it have the dying cats?
No, it had elephants. Lots of elephants. I can pass you the link.
Yeah,
later.
because Dwarf Fortress is such a fascinating
Yeah, I'll pass
example
you
of
the
emergent systems.
link.
Let's get him.
Hold, need to start watching just in case it's my line.
Yes, it's now your line again.
Alright.
The child.
Look out! The big building! It's about to fall!
We gotta do something!
No! Please! I'm begging you! Stop! It's no good. Without fresh milk, my thoughts just not getting through to him.
What are you talking about?
What's happening here? What's going on with the building? Just stay calm and talk to me, kid.
Oh, is this?
I don't know who this is.
Cut!
It's Penny.
Oh.
Oh.
I guess it's Penny, maybe? Anyway. I don't remember if anybody had dibs or not for her, but I can recommend Drifting. She's cute.
Sure. Okay.
If someone else wants it, I'll be fine. But I would kind of like to voice this character if nobody else wants
Oh, okay. If you want to voice, if you want to, then that's a different thing entirely.
Go ahead.
I like Penny. Penny's cute. I'm so sorry. We're shooting a movie, so could you like leave, please?
Yes, I thought as much. Forgive our intrusion. We'll get out of your way. Detective.
Sorry. Really had me there for a second.
Yeah, whatevs. Hey, director guy, can we take 5? I can't work under these conditions.
I'm so sorry. Sorry. Oh gosh.
So, they stopped the building from falling down? That's good.
I wish we had time to explain, but maybe later. Come along, you two. Let's make ourselves
She must
scarce.
have been hit really hard to forget the idea of movies.
April 5th, 2:18 p.m. Big building. Viewing platform.
I like the griffin statues.
I like everything.
Yeah.
There's also a Pegasus down there.
I don't care about Pegasus.
Whoa!
Griffins
Well,
eat
I do.
Pegasi.
I like
They eat
Pegasus.
Well,
The
they eat
griffins are also
horses.
cool.
I don't know.
Get a load of that view. Feel the sun on your face.
Eek! The wind is very strong up here.
Hold on. I just had a thought. Isn't Edgeworth scared of lifts?
Yeah, he
Yes.
definitely. He is canonically at least has difficulty with them. I don't think we ever see him canonically be scared of lifts, but it's kind of implied
No.
that maybe he does take all the floors.
We do. We see that in case 2 of the first game.
In Turnabout Airlines. Well, the thing is, I don't think we see him we see him about to go into a lift, maybe, but we don't
He might
entirely.
ever since the Edgeworth case in the first game, he might have been working on that. And also, I
Yeah.
Gamshi was holding his hand all the way up.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Oh,
That's
he's
fair.
so stubborn that he actually decided to walk up all 50 flights of stairs.
No, I know.
Something I wouldn't put past him.
I know exactly what happened. He takes this all the time. He's fit. He's fit as a fiddle. He can handle it no problem. Gumshoe, on the other hand,
Gumshoe
that poor
Gumshoe
man
and
is
Kay taking
crawling
the
up
elevator
last
while
stairs.
Edgeworth is...
But
Yeah.
if Edgeworth took 50 flights of stairs and looks this good in his suit still, how
Alchemy.
do I steal that?
I know, right?
Mr.
Well,
Edgeworth,
he-
I put
also
this big
he-
coat on and it's heavy.
He's theoretically on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's building.
Yeah.
So like this is just him going to the 12th floor of the prosecutor's building 5 times. It's fine.
And also,
Yeah,
also
4 and a bit
it's,
times over.
it is warm enough that Kay is not freezing in just a hospital pajamas. So he's also sweating in this whole thing, and he looks absolutely immaculate.
Well,
Edgeworth doesn't sweat. It's too gross, so he doesn't do it.
Yes. Shadow?
Makes
well,
sense.
I'm sure Phoenix Wright appreciates Miles' stamina.
I'm sure he does.
I cannot do Remy's wiggly eyebrows. I'm sorry.
Wiggle.
You put the line with okay.
Yeesh.
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay.
That's okay. You just stand behind me or Mr. Edgeworth here.
I think she is freezing is actually the implication.
We're both more than big enough to keep the breeze away.
Speak for yourself.
He thinks you're
better than the cake?
broad-shouldered.
He is broad-shouldered.
Well, Kay, does this place bring back any memories?
Also, Edgeworth, I've seen some of the fan art of you. They make your shoulders way too wide.
To be fair, his front-facing sprites are ridiculous. Like he is crazy broad-shouldered.
Yeah. He's Buffworth.
Damn right.
It's the padding of the suit.
I will say I definitely don't think he has abs. There's this one image that I like. It's literally named in my files. He would not fucking have abs.
Oh
He's
my
got
god.
strong legs, and that's it.
Don't get me started on like men in fandom works who
It's not even
absolutely would
fandom.
not have abs, and I'm just no, don't get me started. We'll be here.
It's
all
not
night.
even fandom. It is a like promotional image.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna find it again because it's also got Franziska in it, and she looks great. I'll find it, but I'll also read the line.
if there are women's if there are men's pictures of that's not how women's work, there's definitely women's pictures of that's not how men work.
Look, I've seen. Yeah, I think I've shown you the picture of where Gambit has like 16 abs, and it's like that's not.
That's too
Found
many.
it. There it is. I literally is titled in my files. He would not have abs. .png. And I've put it in the court record. Him.
Yeah.
I mean, on the other hand, I don't know. No, let's read the beginning.
He would have strong legs, and I think that's about like upper body strength, but not really.
Actually, if he's climbing the 12th floor to his office every day on the steps, I think he would have good abs.
I don't know if that's
I don't think so.
Maybe his legs.
Yeah, that would be like killer thighs and ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An ass that doesn't
Also-
quit.
Also, I love Franziska being served by Larry there with the giant fucking parfait. It's so cute. Him. I'm not sure. Have I really been here before?
Perhaps simply encouraging her to walk, to talk will help. And walk around a little bit. Kate, please, any thoughts or feelings that come to mind might be a clue we can use.
All right. I don't know if this will be of any help at all, but
Ooh.
Fight.
Great, we'll have an anime battle about it.
What I remember. I still can't be sure if I've even been here before.
That cotton candy vent thing behind her is very cute. The little angel thingy. It's cute.
It's so high up and the wind is so strong, it's terrifying. I don't remember. I just don't remember anything. It's no good. I'm so sorry.
Press her on everything.
No dice, huh?
I might have to throw her into the air for somebody to catch because I really need to fill up my water bottle. I'm sorry. I feel so useless. I know I'm supposed to have all these memories, but I just can't remember.
They're in there.
You have amnesia, Kay. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Listen, sir. Maybe just this once. Try not to be so intimidating, okay? Or at the very least, don't use your trademark glare on her.
Nobody asked for your opinion, detective.
I'm giving it.
Wow!
I'm gummy and I get to give it.
Do you want to go and refill your water bottle, Kay, while we just quickly kill time here? Sure.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Be right back.
Go get
Ta-da!
stuff.
Ta-da!
Okay, away.
Away.
She does
We
look
just
banged
got
up, though. Bless her.
Yeah.
I gotta ask for people who've actually had cotton candy. Is it like white? Like is it plain white or is it plain pink? Like if it no
It
flavors.
can be many
at all?
colors.
Yeah, it can be many colors. The
Yeah, it
ones I
depends
usually had are
Yeah.
pink, though.
It depends what kind of coloring you add to it.
Ah, okay,
I mean,
so it is a
it's
coloring.
Yeah.
It's essentially made from
It's
a
just-
coloured sugar, so
Oh, okay,
like they
so
colour
it's
the
just-
sugar.
Yeah, it's just
Yes.
caramel that is spun like the cotton.
Oh, so they would have added like a white coloring to have it look like clouds
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, because normally it would just be gray.
Ah.
You can get it in. You can get it white. You can get it pink. You can get it blue.
Yeah,
You know,
I've
that-
seen
that-
yellow. I've seen it in
I've
yellow.
seen
like
yellow,
the poor
yeah.
unfortunate
I've seen yellow.
raccoon.
We
yeah, but
still-
basically,
Go on.
sorry. If you've ever had like the just caramelized sugar, or just the melted sugar, it's that, but in thin strings.
It's
I-
very good.
Do not have I don't
And
like
then it's put
caramelized anything, so
I still say we need to get you some rock candy, but
I
That also
did
sounds
give
good.
I did give Bert some rock at some
Yeah,
point. I went down to Whitby one time and
Yes.
yeah.
I think you got me one when we were going for David's wedding.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was absolutely delicious. But next time we're gonna try to find some great Yarmouth rock candy.
well, it's not just that, because in Great Yarmouth they take that to show you how to make it. And that's quite an interesting.
Yeah.
That's quite an interesting
Yeah, but
experience.
we would have to come visit you in season, I guess. 'cause
Yeah, unfortunately.
I
Yeah.
don't think there's gonna be any rock candy makers in December on the beach.
Yeah.
Let me know, not the one with the raccoon.
I know.
Yes.
I do.
The poor baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, oh, where'd it
Yes, Laura.
I'm gonna say a couple of things. One, I do remember actually taking a primary school trip to
I'm back.
Rock
Welcome back.
Factory, and
Whoa.
I think it was Bridlington that was the closest to us. Just on the outskirts of Bridlington, there was a rock factory that we took a tour in the primary school trip. It was quite fun. We made some ourselves. Second, on the cotton candy thing, remind me the next time I'm ever able to go to the Harajuku area in Tokyo to a particular shopping district called Takeshita Street. I'm pretty sure I've seen like vendors that will sell you cotton candy in a rainbow color. I'm pretty sure I've seen that.
That wouldn't
Nice.
surprise me.
Yeah,
That's
that sounds cool.
But the most common color of cotton candy I have seen is pink.
Pink.
yeah,
Yeah.
pink seems to be the most traditional one.
My local fun fair in the small town between Newcastle and Sunderland sell bags of it. It's usually multicolored.
Nice.
Yes.
Like you get one lump in white, one lump in pink, one in blue, so on.
I never see white really. I think because they can't. It's harder to brand as a flavor.
Yeah.
Mm.
'cause
But
And
there's
in the UK, it's called
often
candy
pink
floss for some reason.
yes.
and
Yes.
blue.
There we go. There's the multicolored bags.
I think In fairness, I think the Americans have it. I think cotton candy's better.
Yeah,
name
we
for
have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we call it cotton candy.
Yeah, it makes
No,
more
no,
sense.
it
Oh
makes
yes, I've
sense,
seen
yeah.
those bags. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
let's see what Kay can remember.
Yes.
All right. One thing I notice is this statement. Why would
Do
you
I
say
have-
that? The wins don't even matter. Is it? I was apologizing. Come on, it's gotta be something. Hold it.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, Shadow.
I think we're probably going to end up having to get some cotton candy to jog our memory because taste is also a good memory aid, as
Fair
well as
enough.
scent.
Yes.
If nothing is coming to your mind, then just take a look around. Do you recognize anything? Anything at all?
Let's see. Ah, cherry blossoms.
Go on.
I was standing under the cherry tree. Yes, I was trying to stay out of the rain. It was raining. I remember now. And there was a red something.
Herring.
So it's raining. She was underneath the cherry tree and saw something red from where she stood. But what?
Was it something I said?
No, but if you could add that to your testimony, we can explore it further.
What color was that corsage?
Magenta.
Wait,
Just pink.
which is it's close enough.
Yeah, but we don't.
That
we
might
could-
not. No, I might be jumping. I might be jumping tracks a little too quickly here.
Let's see if we can press it further. Hold it.
I'm gonna.
Yes, Bo?
I'm just gonna stick to my feeling that this red thing is a red herring.
This something red. Can you tell me any more about it?
I'm not sure. It was just a red thing. That's all I can say.
What can we see nearby that's red? Was it the concession stand over there, perhaps?
A stand, a red concession stand. Yes, I think that was it. Somebody was walking toward me from beyond it.
And then what happened?
Then, I'm sorry.
That's all right. If you could just add what you told me to your testimony.
I have a serious question. This kind of leading the person you're interviewing to conclusions that you've planted them wouldn't that make Edward a very shitty interrogator?
The thing is, he's not It's not a normal interrogation.
Yeah, we're not interrogating. We're trying to like spark memories.
Yeah, but it's still like he has planted this idea in her head, so I think it's doing much more harm than good.
There's no space for someone to get around the concession stand.
Unless they were on the stand.
Is there time to... Is it perhaps time to say objection?
I think it might be. Objection! You say that you saw someone over there beyond the stand, and that they were walking toward you?
Yes, I can see them getting closer.
Are you sure it wasn't a ghost?
No, it was a person, I'm sure of it. Not a person who was a ghost, just a person.
But from where you were standing, anyone you saw on the other side of the concession stand would have to be floating in midair, hundreds of feet above the ground. So how on earth could it have been a person?
Eek! I'm not lying, I promise. Somebody read the stand, somebody read, and they were on the other side. They were walking toward me, getting closer and closer. And then they... Ah!
Hey! What's the matter? You alright? We're here. Whatever it is, it can't hurt you.
Oh.
I was pushed and I fell. By a person in a red raincoat.
A person in a red raincoat who could walk on air? And who supposedly pushed her off the building? None of this makes any sense. Not the least of which, nobody could fall from this height and survive.
Because we're on the wrong building.
Gaze recollections, data jotted down in my organizer.
Oh, hey, dude.
Missed.
Attention, everyone.
Attention duelists.
Please stay right where you are.
What's wrong, officer? I'm Detective Gumshoe. Mind filling me in?
Yes, sir. A body has been discovered in this building, sir.
Oh,
Inconvenient.
A
fun.
body has been
body?
discovered.
Whose body exactly?
Oh, look, a trapdoor.
Not sure. We're still working on it. But what we do know is that the victim is a young woman. And her name is Kay.
Huh?
What the blazing? Fuck!
You know what? Fair.
Understandable. Have a nice
I love
day.
you.
Yeah.
I love this.
Not
I
valid.
love this fucking team. We're the best.
Gumshoe would absolutely say what the fuck instead, you know, right?
He would. He
Yeah.
legit would.
What the blazing fuck?
Hang on, I have to put up. There's another character to cast here
April 5th.
who
two...
doesn't talk much.
yeah.
So
Yeah, she doesn't talk. They don't talk, but it's fine. But
she does.
yeah.
She doesn't talk much. She does talk later on.
All right. April 5th, 2:36 p.m. Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence Chamber.
I love how casually Kay walks in.
Because they don't have a running sprite for her.
Wait, this room. Officer, isn't this...
Yes, sir. This is the trial room of the Committee for Prosecutorial...
I think somebody.
Yes, words.
So it's here now?
Yeah, Shadow?
Somebody. If this is somebody's idea and a very elaborate joke.
I knew that they'd moved out of the prosecutor's building. But I had no idea they'd come here.
Also, is it just me, or is that a candlestick?
Big building
It's
pamphlet
okay.
data, updated in organizer.
Yeah, that looks like a candelabra to me.
Which
Oh, great. Someone got murdered in the prosecutor's room with the candlestick.
Yeah,
I mean-
exactly.
Candlestick for multiple candles.
Detective Gumshoe, I'd like an APB on all the people with the names of colours, please.
One of his Edgeworth.
Is allowed.
No, Mr.
One moment,
Edgeworth,
one
me
moment,
too. I
here
definitely
it is.
said that line in time. Don't worry about it. How are you doing? Are you feeling any better?
Jesus Christ, how is she still alive?
Attention all officers. We need an APB. Anyone with the name of a colour. Over.
Why is she holding my hand?
I think I need to sue the hospital for using necromancy to keep this doctor alive.
My God.
Oh, better to see you with, my dear.
We heard there was some kind of incident. I'm sorry, but who might this be?
This is my grandma. Hold on 1 second. Let she go of me.
Is
Hey, still that hurts, Sonny.
Yeah.
Is she related to Egad by any chance?
And who in the heck might you be?
It's a pleasure to meet you. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service. Nurse Needler, your grandmother's name Hertz, is she?
Yep, she's the director of Hertz Hospital.
Somehow still
My
alive.
hand.
This old woman is the head of a hospital?
Somehow.
Don't you old fudgy me, you're dang reprobate.
How did she do that?
She has a stethoscope she can hear very well.
Sounds like you're kind of a big deal, ma'am.
She's got the face of somebody sucking a lemon.
Is it?
Not wrong. Not wrong at all.
Yapple, yapple.
Oh, him? He's the one looking after the girl, the one with amnesia. Let go of me.
But okay, with the casting of Hertz down as Laura.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, she's just making bad noises and it's perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's absolutely spot on.
Yes.
I'm so
he does
glad
talk
that I made
properly
that
a bit.
connection.
Because if I was gonna do the whole like, but it's much better that we got EGAD noises, quiet EGAD noises.
I read the line.
Okay. It seems Dr. Hertz is a bit of an introvert.
And so are you, sir.
Well, did you fix those brow furs of yours, Sonny?
Oh, there's no fixing those, ma'am. They're downright incurable.
You sure you want me to say that, Grandma? Okay.
Say to his face, yes, say to his face.
I don't got a dang thing more to say to none of ya. You'll all go on about your business. You hear? As long as that business don't involve messing with the deceased bodies, I've got work to do. Then let go of me.
Wait, please, we.
Not a dang thing, I tell ya.
Hey, you can't talk to us like that. What gives you the right, huh, pal?
Bitch slap.
Wow.
Oh, did I mention Grandma's also a coroner? She's in charge of this case with me. Ow!
I was going to say this is elder abuse, but I think the elder is also abusing child, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's elder abuse and child abuse.
This is a mutually
She's not a
assured
child.
abuse.
Yeah,
She
it's
is a
fine.
registered nurse.
You can give it, I can give it back, Sonny.
Which means exactly that.
What do you mean? Exactly what?
How am I supposed to know? She said it, not me.
Thump.
Her face afterwards, like.
It's like I'm trapped in a comedy routine. I can't escape.
Who's on
For the-
first?
For the
Exactly.
last 9 games.
Well, we've got a body to be looking at. Catch you later, gang, and take care. I need to scoop
Hold on, wait a minute. Isn't forensics supposed to get the body first before the coroner?
No.
In this case, it looks like there was an expedient delivery.
Yeah, the amount of corruption going on in the prosecutorial shit, that's why there's a committee for prosecutorial excellence in the first place. But it seems like they haven't fucking finished.
Also, Shadow, I have a challenge for you. Let us know if you see anything that makes medical sense in this game.
Well, I just want to say, please don't do the autopsy here.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going
I
to
think
give
great
Shadow a
laugh.
plushie to cuddle and a hot cocoa, and I'm just going to set her in the corner and tell her everything is going to be
Please.
fine.
Please give me my gambit. I just
Yeah,
want to
here he is. Here.
thank you.
What the heck is that deal?
What does
Say
it
what you
matter?
can be. What the heck is that deal?
What does it matter? As long as we have permission to investigate.
What does it matter? It matters a bunch, sir.
What will you do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Why don't you ring Emma Sky?
Examine the scene of the crime, of course. What kind of prosecutor would I be if I didn't? All right then, let's get to work.
Every suspicious looking nook and cranny.
That person over there is called Kay, right?
It's just a coincidence.
Surely that means I can't be the Kay you know.
Lots of people are called Kay.
That's what
Someone's
we're
running-
looking. That's what we're looking to figure out. But don't worry, you're the K we know. I'm certain of it.
Someone's running around the city killing everyone who's called K.
Thanks.
Like going down the phone book.
Oh dear.
A Kay who lost her memory and a victim who shares her name, both meeting their respective fates here at the big building. No doubt this case would be the key to restoring our Kay's memories. I'd stake my life on it. Come along, Gumshoe.
Begin
Foreshadowing is a
investigation.
literary device.
Officer, tell me about the security arrangements for this room.
Yes, sir. You need a special keycard to enter, sir.
Interesting. So not just anybody can enter.
Well, that's the point, but
In which case, the person who discovered the body would have been...
Yes, sir. A member of the committee. They found it when they arrived to today's meeting, sir.
The hearing. My hearing should be underway right now if it wasn't for this. Oh. An enormous semicircular desk with seating for 11. It almost reminds me of a certain legend.
Oh,
I know
fair.
the one, sir. The Knights of the Round Table, right?
Close, sweet.
gently, Pat.
I mean, there were communal toilets in the ancient Rome, but
Don't think that's what he means.
Oops. I guess that wasn't it. The Newts of the Brown Table? The Knives of the Brown Table?
stable even.
Further and further from the mark, but I'll refrain from rubbing his nose in it for now.
Ew.
was so mean.
There's not a lot really to this place. Well, apart from the blood at the back, but
Aside from the great big
yeah.
blood stain at the back there.
Can't be easy reading books of that size. Or lifting them for that matter.
and the committee only just moved. It must have been quite the undertaking.
Hauling stuff around is kind of my forte. They should have given me a call.
Well, if we run into the chairman, I'll be sure to ask if there's more heavy lifting to be done.
Yeah, I was just joking, sir. Unless there's a pay rise involved. I can't be carrying stuff up 50 flights of stairs. I have a real job to do.
Do you?
I was joking too, Detective. But why were you planning on taking the stairs?
To get in his leg workout at the same time.
That's a lot of books.
Nice, neatly arranged bookshelves stretching off into the distance. Quite a pleasing sight, don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah. Sure is. There's not a speck of dust on any of them. Reminds me of my special method for cleaning your office, sir. Sweep and vacuum, then wipe it all down twice. Then on goes the floor wax. And then...
If only you approach your actual job with the same level of rigor.
He's a
What do you mean?
dog. He has to be like super loyal.
It's a statue of the goddess of justice.
Oh, that's the bitch.
You sure know your stuff, huh? So does she dole out blessings or what?
No, she stabs people.
She's not that kind of goddess,
Ah.
Detective. She's a symbol of the sanctity of the law. The scales represent justice, the sword retribution, and the blindfold shows her impartiality.
She thumps people with hammer.
I'll
Yes.
scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
And I guess she
Like-
stands on the book of the rule of law.
Yeah.
There's a pool of blood here at the foot of the statue. Judging by the amount and how it has spread, I'd say this is where the victim was killed.
Yeah, they were leaning up against the statue because it's pooled in the crack as well.
But the body's on the table behind us, sir. How come?
Was moved after exsanguination.
It just walked over there by itself, Gumshoe.
I can only surmise the killer must have moved it for some reason after committing the murder.
It would have been sometime afterwards because the body stopped bleeding.
Maybe it was some busybody that tampered with the crime scene.
I believe this might be Shadow.
That looks too. Which one of me?
Oh, Franziska.
Are we sure that looks a little too
Seems
polite?
unlikely.
That looks a little too polite for me.
Unless Francisca had an amnesia too.
She
Jesus
has
Christ.
evolved
I'm
as a
not
character.
She has evolved as a character, yes.
I'll start a sky and we'll see where we go.
Yeah.
Sorry to intrude. Oh, damn, it is me.
I knew it.
She did
Yeah,
have
no,
an amnesia.
she's apologizing more so, I think, to the coroner. She's not
Sorry.
apologizing to Edgeworth at all.
Who are ow? What's that, Grandma? I know that voice anywhere. That's Von Karma's little girl. Why the fuck do you know Von Karma? Why do I never hear this? Do you
Oh, old
know each
ladies
other?
like that know everybody. It has been too long, Grandma Hertz. And you as well, Miles Edgeworth.
What?
Oh, I miss your voice so much.
What is she doing here? Franziska von Karma. She is the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a prosecutor like myself. These days, she's mainly been working with Interpol, though I thought she was supposed to be abroad.
Don't look so surprised. Where my investigations lead, I follow, no matter where in the world that might be.
Which means that there must be some kind of international angle to this case, yes?
You know full well I've been pursuing a certain smuggling ring. And I won't rest until it's been destroyed and its ill-gotten goods recovered and removed.
So the smuggling ring is involved, then?
That information is to be shared on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know.
Ow.
I see she means to be as helpful as ever.
The moment she said that she is he is where she needs to be all around the world, my brain went just, where in the world is Franziska von Karma?
Miss Von Karma, was it? Grandma wants to tell you something. I'm about done here. Scene's all yours.
In that case, we'd like to examine the body ourselves too, if you wouldn't mind.
I mind plenty. I remember where I heard about you now, you damn vermin. Don't need no soon-to-be ex-prosecutor messing the place up. Go on, get. Just remember it's not me saying this stuff, okay?
Please, Granny, it's important.
Who are you calling a granny, you little missy?
Eek! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
This is going nowhere. I didn't want to have to do this, but... Franziska, I need you to add us to this investigation. We have to see the body up close, or we'll never learn the truth about what happened to Kay.
As in Kay Faraday?
Please, you gotta help us out here. Kay needs us.
I don't know what you're up to, but very well.
Thank you. You won't regret it.
See that I don't. Of course, I expect to receive a full explanation when I grill you later.
We owe you, sir. Big time.
I wasn't talking to you, Scruffy.
Ah!
She used the whip, take a shot, but do it responsibly.
Well, Grandma Hertz, will you allow them to examine the body? I was about to say execute. He's already dead, so...
I ain't about to say no to an international big shot like yourself, hon, but are you sure about this? Yeah, I agree with Grandma. Are you sure, What the fuck was that line?
Of course I'm sure. It's my prerogative to judge the whole world in my name. That's just common sense.
Of the extremely arrogant sort, perhaps?
I heard that.
Yes, and
Suit yourself, don't say it. Yeah. Well, you heard her. Try not to get fired, okay?
Don't worry. It'll take a lot more than this to ruin my reputation should things turn sour.
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to suddenly switch into a Southern accent?
Unlike me, who's on the verge
You're
of losing
great.
my badge.
Thank you.
You're doing good. You're all doing good.
Yeah, you're doing impressively
Doing
well.
very well.
All right.
Begin investigation again.
Time to look at the body.
Gumshoe had a moment there. He was shaky.
Well, one thing's for certain.
They're dead.
This isn't Kay. She doesn't even look like her.
Oh well, I can see where the core charge came from.
I think we knew that already, Detective. Our case standing right over there, after all. The victim looks to be in her 30s. She's wearing a white suit.
Could be she worked in one of the offices here in the building.
Perhaps. For now, she remains unidentified. Those are some nice boots.
Very nice.
I was going to say that.
The question is, why did the police seem to think that her name was Kay?
Well, it might have something to do with that notebook over there.
I scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
I must admit, the fucking
The flower in the pocket.
the puncture wounds are
Unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Ah, this book.
What the? That's Kay's promise notebook. It's where she wrote down all the promises she made to her dad. Haven't seen this in a while.
Little baby Kay is so
she
cute.
looks like such a scamp.
I love
She
her.
is a scamp.
She's
She
a little
kicked Edric in the
gremlin.
ass.
Indeed.
She's adorable.
A book of vows made by a child to her father. But what exactly is it doing here?
Oh! I just remembered something Detective Baird told me a few years back. He said something precious to Kay had disappeared from the station.
What? Evidence went missing from police custody?
Detective Baird said he looked for it everywhere, but no dice.
What could this mean? And why did it turn up here of all places?
Trying.
You there, officer. What do we know about this notebook?
The victim was holding it when they found her, sir. It was the only thing with any kind of name on it at the time.
So that's how she became Kay.
Talking about a red herring. Still doesn't explain how she ended up with it, though.
If only we had a few more leads on the victim's true identity.
Well, what about the card in our hand?
It's Lana Sky, isn't it?
The burn on the back, yeah.
It seems she suffered a serious burn to her hand at some point.
You think this has something to do with how she died?
No, it's an old scar.
No, this scar's too old for that. I'd imagine it happened some time ago.
Get out of my head, Edgeworth.
She's holding something. Detective, could you open her hand for me?
Yes, sir. Right away. What is that? Wait, I know. It's a blue key card. We need to get through the door to get to level 3.
It's a K card.
Try again, detective.
It's a loyalty card. Probably from a store. Yeah!
It's a key card.
Why, sir? Why?
Shits and giggles.
Because you're dumb.
The
I
question
don't
we
want to be dumb.
the question we should be asking is, what does it open?
A door.
I love that he calls Francisca sir. It's so charming.
There's something
Also
pinned to
very
her.
tender of Francisca.
Very, yeah.
yes.
There's something pinned to the jacket here. A piece of magenta fabric.
Well, we know what it is.
Whatever it was, it looks like it was torn off pretty thoroughly and roughly.
The victim's hair is caked with blood.
Looks like she was hit with something, huh?
Might be the base of that monument.
Unfortunately, it's too early to say for certain. Perhaps an answer will turn up as we investigate further.
Probably need the coroner's report, honestly.
It doesn't look as if there's anything in the chest pocket.
The chest pocket!
None except this hole right here.
By the look how the fabric was torn, I think it was pierced by something sharp.
You think? Gumshoe, please.
Can't keep your coins in there now. It'll all fall out.
Oh god, Gumshoe.
Have you never heard of a change purse, detective?
Sure have, sir. It's another word for a pocket,
Oh my
right?
god!
I give up.
In fairness, does Gumshoe even have change to put in a pocket?
Also, why even have this conversation? She's dead.
A pure white jacket with a deep red stain on its lapel. This jacket, the buttons are on the wearer's right-hand side.
And?
What's so weird about that? Buttons always go on the right, no?
Not on women's clothing. Traditionally, the buttons would be on the left.
Yeah, okay, but I don't see how that's relevant.
Like I always say, sir.
Oh.
You sure know your stuff.
She's been dressed like this.
But that is actually true. Women's clothing and men's clothing do have the buttons on opposite sides.
This is common knowledge, detective. Nothing else
That's a beans,
seems
no?
amiss. Wait. What's this in the pocket?
A pair of gloves. Also white.
They don't seem to be soiled anyway. I imagine they must belong to the victim.
Also, no, I don't know why the buttons on men's clothing versus women's clothing are on opposite sides. If
Oh,
anyone
it's
does know.
because traditionally, women were being dressed by others, and it's easier if you're right-handed to be dressed if they're on the left versus when you're right-handed dressing it yourself if they're on the right.
I would want to posit the counter argument that people who could afford this kind of clothes, men were also being dressed.
True, but that was like
Mm,
that's like the version that I've always heard.
status thing.
Yeah, I mean that might be true.
We might have to ask the suit guy on Twitter.
Yeah.
From the suit store.
You think this could be the murder weapon?
No, I meant like the menswear dude.
A 3-armed candelabrum. The victim suffered the same number of puncture wounds to the chest.
Too obvious.
Puncture wounds that could well have been made by these spikes.
Thank you, Edgeworth.
A candle album?
Not quite, detective. A candelabrum. A candle holder, in other words.
Ah, gotcha. That reminds me. I forgot to pay my electricity bill once a while back. I lived by candlelight for a whole month.
Forgot or weren't able to?
Who does that in this day and age?
Mostly because I didn't get paid.
Someone who's getting paid $5 a month.
I do agree with you, though, Shadow. It's a bit convenient for the murder weapon just to be laying right here.
Yeah.
Also, another thing, since we are suspecting this might not be her suit, we are not even able to check whether she has those puncture wounds in her body. Just in the suit.
Fair.
Yeah, well, can you examine her hand, the bloody one?
No, I've already tried. It counts
Oh,
as
yeah.
checking the body, so I imagine at this
Did
point...
we check the note? Oh, we checked the notebook.
Yes.
Yes, if you have it
Yes,
in
we have
your
a flower.
Eureka!
And a flower that is torn as well.
Judging by its appearance, I'd say that the flower Kay was carrying originally belonged to the victim.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it just looks like it's made of the same fabric.
Indeed. Let's make a closer comparison.
The torn edges match up exactly. You got a heck of an eye, sir.
Magenta flower data updated in organizer. If the flower belonged to the victim,
This This implies a connection between the victim and Kay Faraday. Furthermore, it appears that the file was torn off with considerable force. Kay Faraday was involved in the incident somehow, and based on what we're seeing here, we may have no choice but to treat her as our main suspect.
What? But there's no way she could have done this. I can't even begin to imagine it. There isn't a murderous bone in the body.
Nevertheless, we lack the evidence to disprove such an assertion.
For the moment, we're simply considering all possibilities. Isn't that right, Miles Edgeworth?
For better or worse, yes. Well,
I think we might have seen...
Yeah, I think we might have.
Yeah, I think the body's finished.
Yeah, there's nothing
around it.
obvious that I can see that we need to look at.
but there is one thing we need to do. Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
Room security and key. Yeah, put them together.
Yeah.
So she had to be one of the members of the committee.
I would imagine that the victim's keycard probably grants access to this room, wouldn't you?
Let me go find out, sir. I'm back.
That was quick.
Yeah, I'm an expert at this sort of stuff. They found some details on that key card in the security system. It's for this room, just like you said.
So the victim was able to enter and exit this chamber freely.
Assuming that the keycard actually belonged to her, yes.
Indeed. Keycard data jotted down in organizer.
Wait, if the keycard had details for, like, entering the room, surely it would have somebody assigned to it.
That's what I would have thought as well, but maybe not.
Mm.
It seems we're no close.
Sorry. I was just going to make a joke that Gamshu was gone for far too short to check that.
It also might be logged in out, so we're about to find out, you know?
Yeah.
It seems we're no closer to discovering the identity of our victim.
Then, am I really Kay? Can you really be sure?
Of course we're sure. What are you talking about?
Thank you. And that person lying there.
Is someone you may have murdered. But that's all we can say for now.
No, there's no way she did it. Isn't that right, sir?
Indeed. I don't believe that the Kay we know could have done something like this.
You're becoming a real softie, Miles Edgeworth.
Oh. This is you drifting.
Which part of me?
Which
one?
Your boy.
Your boy.
Oh, boy. Well, look who it is again.
Oh, for fuck's sake, all I need is him turning up now.
Hello. With a winning spawn and the #1 name in the business, it is I, Prosecutor Eustace Winner. Hi, Francesca.
Without a chaperone?
Yeah. Oh, there she is, actually.
You were saying about a chaperone. Please forgive the intrusion.
Which is a bit of a hiccup. I just want to double check. That wasn't anything that I missed. Nope. Nope, it's all good.
Step away from that body, Edgeworth. I didn't call for you and I don't need you. This case is mine. It's what the victim would have wanted.
You knew the victim?
So it really is her. But be not afraid, everyone. For the goddess of justice will guide us to the truth.
She sure will. Now that I'm here, everything's going to be alright. Whoever did this will live to regret it. I'll show the
Silence! Miles Edgeworth, who is this imbecile?
An imbecile.
Why am I getting the death glare? I've got nothing to do with him.
Answer me!
Ah, Franziska von Karma, I presume? My apologies. I should have introduced myself sooner. Verity Gavel, at your service.
And into
And the
fine.
deceased. And the deceased in this case is.
Rosie Ringer, attorney at law, and a member of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. I can speak. Yes, I hate that name too.
Oh dear.
And she has a pocket full of posies.
Probably.
I see. That would explain the key card. So you're the lead prosecutor?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Lana Sky, but there we go.
Yep. Which means
Lana
this
Sky's already been. Last guy already
You
went
didn't tell
to
me
prison.
your name
prison
yet,
for a little
little
bit.
boy.
Oh
I
my.
literally blared it from the rooftops, but okay.
Sorry, just the amount of condescension just dripping from your delivery there, Shadow.
It's okay.
Love it.
It's delicious. And
I can
also,
condescension pretty well.
we've been dealing with Eustace for so long that we've just been harking for it. It's so wonderful. I love it.
If you want to know my name, all you have to do is ow.
Stop babbling and tell me now.
Eustace Winner. Like I said, I just shouted it from the rooftops like 5 seconds ago.
Was that so difficult?
I think we've established where the balance of power lies in this particular room.
Mr. Guy in charge. Why do I need to speak to myself? Anyway, here, this is from Grandma. What's the? Oh, the preliminary findings. I definitely said that right. Shut up. Looks like it's game over for you, Edgeworth.
This isn't a game, Mr. Winner.
360 no scope. All right, let's be done. See you next time.
Oh, that's very coroner humor.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, home time. I could murder a bowl of noodles right about now.
Oh, I want some noodles. Damn.
We're out of here, everyone. Stay healthy. That's a
I
threat.
want to murder.
I have
want
like
to
a
murder
hob now.
someone
I
now.
can actually cook noodles. Woo!
Nice.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I don't have to speak to myself for very long. Let's see. So
You did
the
great
wound-
though.
Thank you. So the wound on her head is from when she fell over after she died?
Eustace.
What? Was the candle holder that killed her, huh? And she died sometime late last night. What now, Gavel?
Shush, 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 shush. It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody, Eustace. But perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice or your brain, after all.
I literally just got here.
Strain his what? I'm sorry.
No, that'd be a tragedy.
An absolute tragedy.
Gora's findings to jot it down in my organizer.
Anyway, that settles it. We need to arrest Kay Faraday.
What? What the heck are you talking about?
I think Eustace's... Let's start that again. I think Eustace's meaning was very clear. Miss Faraday is the murderer.
Yeah, see, Gavel, it's not that easy to read, is it?
And though she is dressed differently than usual, this young lady covered in bandages is Miss Faraday herself, correct?
No.
You really mean to arrest her here and now? If you do, then I'll be forced to object. Loudly and forcefully.
Is there any other kind?
And I will overrule with due reciprocation, loudly and forcefully. And as if further confirmation were needed, there it is. The committee was right to call your conduct into question. It is questionable in the extreme.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, just go. It's fine.
Fine? This is anything but fine, Kay.
I still don't remember anything. So maybe I did do it. Maybe I killed that poor woman and I just don't remember.
The goddess smiles on those who confess their sins. It is her wish that our confessions cleanse us. She applauds your commitment to the cause of justice, as do I.
Catholic Church? Is that you?
Judge Gavel, Eustace, if you really intend to arrest Kay, could you at least explain your grounds for doing so?
No.
I, for one, certainly don't intend to yield, not until I've seen some evidence to support your accusations.
Then allow me, perhaps, prepared to be hit with a face full of deductive genius, Edgeworth. I can definitely not read, it's fine.
You have genius?
We need to prepare for this. Everyone, we need to take a break before and
Before we do that, I just need to ask Edgeworth, is this what is counting for prosecutors these days?
prosecutorial
my
evidence.
best.
Yes.
I mean, look,
Your
this
best is not good enough. Try again. Perhaps
aware.
next bar exam.
This is the dark age of the law, after all.
We'll be back in just a few minutes, everyone. Don't go anywhere. If you're watching the VOD, the playback will start immediately, so again, don't go anywhere. We are back for the second half of tonight's episode of Saturday Silly Voices.
Yay!
That also works.
That also works,
The
yeah.
best thing I can do is, like, if I can find it, this. It's like the best I can do.
It works. It works. That's all I'm going to say about that. And we're back
Lemming,
with that. So.
the button.
I've got. Do you know how many I've got? I've got.
Take that, depression!
The other button.
Well, the only...
I was expecting for the crowd to be cheering, not for the horde of the Bismarck to be sounding.
Now we're
There we go.
now we're doing the robot chicken emperor who doesn't know how his communication device works.
Oh, look, everyone, look who turned up as Eustace winner.
Yay. Just me. Don't laugh track me, that's me.
No, that is appropriate. Yes.
Now for the Eustace winner should be the...
I'll take that over a laugh track, honestly.
Or it's Eustace, otherwise known as the clown.
No, that's your
You
turn.
already had one clown, damn it!
Okay, here we go.
Eustace, what the fuck is this line? This is what you start me with when we get back. Okay. They call it the human race because somebody has to win it, and that somebody is me. What the fuck are you talking about?
Kill me, Edgeworth.
I won this race too. I saw it before anyone else did. Kay Faraday is the murderer, no doubt about it.
That's bad. I've been dealing with him for 3 cases.
My condolences.
She snuck into the committee chamber looking to do someone for trademark great thieving. Which means that nobody but her could have killed the Rosie Ringer.
This is
The
exactly
Rosie Ringer, okay, sure. I just added a duh there, don't worry about it.
You are entirely stupid.
This is
I'm
exactly
aware.
why Francisca ran away to Interpol.
Yes.
Deductive genius? That was a total mess.
If Scruffy could see it.
Detective Gumshoe is saying that, you know it must be bad.
You know what?
Have to
It's,
read
it's my
some more.
line, but I agree.
I
Are
asked...
you sure there's room in this one headspace we seem to be sharing tonight?
I asked you to explain your grounds for arresting Kay, yet you've explained exactly nothing.
True. But we haven't seen any proof of her innocence either. Regardless of the fact that this child is using generative AI for his arguments.
Hey! I take offense to that. I don't use generative AI. I'm that stupid by myself.
He's using the genuine stupidity.
Yeah.
I can be I'm living proof that you can be stupid all on your own. But it's all right, Kay. Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle somehow. You
Hold
just
on,
gotta
let me-
believe in him.
Eustace, allow me to apply the stupidity test. Duck season.
Why would I duck?
See, Your Honor, it's completely fine.
I am losing brain cells.
Hang on a minute. Did somebody say... Did somebody say
I
duck
killed Laura.
season?
Oh, dear.
My deductions aren't acts.
Detective.
My deductions aren't acts of divine intervention, you know.
Well, Miles Edgeworth, I'd hate for you to disappoint me. But in the event that you do, I will be sure to freely let you know.
Oh, how I'm so pleased.
I love me, Francisca. I could just be a bitch.
So fun.
And people will applaud you for it.
So
I
two
know,
statements of nothing, and then we finally get to something of substance, if we've got to call it that.
Yeah, I think it's the second. I think it's the statement after this where he says it could have only been her, and then it's a key card.
She can't even get in here, so
Yeah.
objection.
Hey, I finally come around to say, Drifton, I fucking love you. That was so good.
You're welcome.
That's perfect.
Are you familiar with this room, Mr. Winner? It certainly sounds like you are.
What can I say? Winners know where winners go. I'm number 1, and 2, and 3. I'll just lay claim on the whole podium. Don't worry about it.
In other words, the majority of your work is second, if not third, rate. How do you respond?
Why do you always have to make fun of me? I prefer the whip, actually. It hurts less.
You can take it as a slight if you wish, but the fact remains that you seem unfamiliar with this keycard.
What do you take me for? Of course I'm familiar with it. You need one of those to get it. Fuck.
Ah!
Pennies in the air.
The absolute
Androp.
axolotl.
Don't you?
The axolotl
Have you no
reflexes are
shame?
back.
No. No, I don't. Ow.
Mr. Winner, do you really even suspect Kay?
Of course I do. She did it. Faraday's the killer.
Then perhaps you can tell us how Kay got into such a secure room as this without a keycard.
It's Ace Attorney. She did that. That was
A masterful summary.
Thank you.
Are we taking children as prosecutors now?
Now,
Shut up. You were 13 when you got here.
Yes, but at least I was decent.
No, you weren't.
Francisca,
I have a whip.
Francisca, I better tell that when I met you when you were 6 years old, you were better than he was. Now, as we know,
He's not wrong.
only members of the committee have keycards. Therefore, only they can enter.
I'm stopping this train right here.
I thought you were going to say
Precisely.
train wreck, which would still be accurate.
Before it turns into more of a train wreck than it is.
Why is she agreeing with me?
Suspicious.
Please, take a look at this. I had security pull up the data earlier. As you can see, the door to this room was opened at 12:52 a.m. with Miss Ringer's keycard.
Keycard record data jotted down in my organizer.
An unknown keycard. Interesting.
We cannot know for certain, of course. But who's to say the culprit didn't enter the room with Miss Ringer? And then kill her over some sort of subsequent disagreement?
It's certainly a plausible theory, but that is all it is. For one, it would require the victim and her murderer to have known one another.
Yeah, and Kate didn't know the woman. I'm sure of it.
Overruled! How can you possibly be sure of such a thing? That's pure speculation on your part, Detective. There is no place for guesswork in the courtroom or at a crime scene. Hard evidence is what is required.
In that case, are you suggesting you have said you... Fuck, let me try this again. In that case, are you suggesting that you have said hard evidence to support your theory? Sorry, that threw me for a second.
Please.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Evidence that Kay, Faraday, and Rosie Ringer knew one another?
Yes, for a good change of pace today, I do have credible theories and evidence to back it up with. For a nice change of pace for today, yes.
What?
I have here a letter.
Interesting.
Dr. Hertz found it in the victim's chest pocket.
Another of the victim's possessions. And you kept this to yourself until now? You planned for this, didn't you?
How
Okay,
are you surprised
Mr.
at this,
fucking
Mr. Redwood?
updated autopsy report.
Is that why?
It was the candle holder that killed her, huh? And she died sometime last night. Also, I don't have an echo. They don't trust me with that. What now,
You're a
Gavel?
This is why Mist said the duck. Because you're a duck, you don't make an echo.
It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody, Eustace. But perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice, after all.
You see? Ducks don't echo, quacks don't echo. What can I say, Edgeworth? Sometimes I learn from the best. Shall I read it for you? Rosie, thank you so much for agreeing to help with my plan. Now we can both get what we want. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago. Kay. This would seem to indicate pretty strongly that the two of them were accomplices, wouldn't you say? Accomplices in a plot to steal from the very room in which we are standing.
No!
Wait! So your principal suspect is...
Miss Kay Faraday. For the second crime, as well as Miss Ringer's murder.
Victim's letter data jotted down an organizer.
I'm the principal suspect?
Don't listen to her. It's all lies. All of it. You're not like that. You'd never do any of the stuff they're accusing you of.
Then how do you explain the letter, Detective?
Unlike Mr. Winner, I suspected that Judge Gavel herself had some proof to support her accusation, but I didn't expect it to be quite so definitive.
Nicely done, Gavel.
Thank you, Eustace.
Hold it! We're not done here yet. I still have questions. You'd better have answers.
Would you mind if I handle this, Eustace, before you know what happens?
Be my guest. Have fun arguing Edgeworth into the ground.
Finally, somebody with some actual skill.
I'll just sit back here and eat some popcorn. Fuck all of you.
I can't let them. I can't let them steamroll me on this. I have to find a way to take back the advantage.
Also,
Eustace,
assume that everything I say is in character unless I say otherwise.
Eustace, are you sure you can be left alone with popcorn?
That's
Well,
choking
yeah, it's
hazard.
pre-made.
Yeah, I was more thinking about the choking hazard, but that's just me.
I know how to eat.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's the easy chew stuff. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Anyway, we meet eye to eye yet again, Mr. Edgeworth. As the letter more than adequately proves, Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were acquainted. It seems Miss Faraday had asked for Miss Ringer's help in a plot of some kind. But for whatever reason, their alliance must have broken down. Miss Ringer lost her life in the resulting disagreement, but she had one last card to play. The letter she kept safe in her chest pocket, which spells out the name of her killer.
Maya.
She's good. Better than ever, even. Think you can take her down, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, of course.
Don't do this out of pride, Miles Edgeworth. If you are going to fail, do it on somebody else's time.
Hey! Whose side are you on, sir?
There is only one side to be on, Scruffy. The side of the truth.
Uh-oh. Looks like the kid's got something to say. Where to put my earplugs?
Well, if there's only one side to be on, then it has to be on the wet. Ow!
Silence!
I kill you.
I kill you.
Yeah, that's my line.
Yeah, no, I took it as your line.
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly. The adults are talking.
Enough talk. Have at you.
The time
So
for talking is over. It is time to press.
The Von Karma always triumphs.
Indeed.
Can we maybe press about the alliance breaking down?
I'm just examining the statement to see if there's anything I can notice in there
One last
first.
card to play.
Hold on
Hold
a
on.
second.
Hold on. Why is the letter not punctured?
Yeah.
That's exactly the point. I was about to think.
Oh yeah, of course.
Objection! There's a clear contradiction in your testimony, Judge Gavel.
Silence. Such statements will not be tolerated by this court.
And why not? What precisely is wrong with my statement?
For one thing, the fact that you clearly do not believe in it yourself.
What?
Was it that obvious?
Yeah, I had.
I think we have a point. I think there's just another point to make beforehand.
You might need to press it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to be more careful next time.
Like
Okay,
the
let's
music
press it.
didn't stop. That's usually not a good sign.
Yeah.
You had better be careful. I do have a gavel, and I know how to use it.
Hold it! We were able to examine the pocket in question for ourselves.
And you want to know why the letter wasn't there, I assume?
Yeah, please.
It's simple. The police numbers. Blah. The police number one priority was the handing over to me. That was a line.
The
Sure,
victim
whatever.
had kept it on the left side of her chest, next to her heart, in other words. To indicate her heart's desire that her killer be brought to justice.
That's not how that works. But okay.
I have
honestly,
I have little interest in sentimental speculations about Miss Ringer's desires. But one thing does interest me. The fact that you said the letter was in the victim's left chest pocket.
Oh!
It is the truth, as the goddess is my witness.
Yeah,
Is
Shadow?
it in the wrong? Is it their left? Is it her left or their left?
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Also, I think the idea is that we didn't have an indication of which side it was on, and now we know. Now we can point out the contradiction. I think is the thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That is where the letter was found. There is no doubt about it.
Oh, and of course, because the gloves are untouched as well.
Yeah. Can you add it to your testimony?
The same place where she was stabbed with the candelabrum. I think that might prove to be a very important
There we
clue.
go. This is what we needed.
I can't imagine Kay writing a letter like this, but unless we can get more out of Judge Gavel, I don't think we'll be able to prove that she didn't. I should try pressing the good judge on some of her statements and see if she'd let something slip.
Maybe that's an indication we need to.
Okay, she's in the testimony, so that doesn't change that. But maybe is there something else?
Oh, it's
No, it does.
changed
It does
to
say
front-
left chest pocket.
It does. So it does.
Yeah.
So
But the last
try
time
again.
we tried to press it.
Confident safe.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
go
you're
for the safe. But
No, I agree.
I think it has changed though.
Confidence save. You know, whilst we've done a confidence save.
Yeah.
Objection! Would you?
No, we're
Oh
back-
no, we're back to
Oh
that.
no, hang on. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we're back to it again.
No.
I think we need to. The game is literally telling us you need to press more.
I think it's the coroner's report. It says here, if we look at the,
Yes.
keep pressing the wrong button. That's not the one I want to look at. I want to look at the coroner's. Where's the coroner's report? There you go.
That one, yeah.
Puncture wounds on the left side of the chest in front of a con holder. Maybe this is another means of doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why it wants you to go
Oh, no.
there and not the other thing, but okay.
I guess.
The moment they screamed yes, I scared Bones and he ran
Oh,
away.
Oh, poor kitty.
And I guess it's because we were presenting the cards and they had nothing wrong with it. We need to just present evidence showing that the actual was Piers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could.
That's a little bit of a. That's a.
I think either could have worked. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah, sometimes they do program it so that either can work, but sometimes they just don't.
So the
I love this
victim
attorney.
kept the most vital clue of all closest to their heart. How touching.
The voices of the dead fight to be heard. And even then, they don't always reach us.
Don't do
But
that.
her,
Wow.
but her voice rang loud and true, and it told us that Miss Faraday is her killer.
You've got the wrong line, Mom.
Yeah, if you want the actual deceased to talk to you, there's a different country you need to be in.
No, it's here in Japanifornia, Korean Village.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yee.
very much.
But also, like, it was used in the fucking DL6 incident, and it was bad. It was incorrect because Edgeworth had no goddamn clue.
I think you may have misheard her, Your Honor. Or perhaps an evil spirit was trying to mislead you.
Hey, you take that back! I'm dumb, not evil.
Perhaps we should try listening to the words of the coroner's report instead.
By all... Excuse me. By all means. If I recall correctly, the victim was stabbed on her left side... Shit.
Felt.
Yes, I'm afraid so. You claim the letter was found in the victim's left chest pocket.
Right where she was stabbed by the candle holder.
Indeed. 3 puncture wounds to the chest, and yet not one on the letter. Miraculous, no?
If Gumshoe comes to conclusions before you, you know you're fucked.
No, she was holding off to
I
conclusion.
didn't mean... And I didn't mean to let slip that curse word. I meant to say, oh, biscuits.
Sure.
Well, Judge Gavell? How do you explain that? Because I can think of one explanation. That the letter was deliberately placed there after the fact in order to cast suspicion on Kay. Someone went to a lot of trouble to create the crime scene we see before us. And that someone is the real culprit, who almost certainly also forged this letter.
Also, that letter was written on a typewriter,
No.
which Kay doesn't have.
It's clear that the culprit intended to frame Kay by means of that letter.
And you fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Objection! No, Faraday did it. The letter was in her other pocket. Yeah.
Huh? Seriously?
Look, if you can throw bullshit, and so can I. The whole left
I don't
chest
throw
pocket thing-
bullshit.
Yes, you do. Was a
throw
mistake.
piss.
Whoever reported it must have meant their left. Ow! Ow!
Stop your foolish floundering, you foolish fool, or are you just this incurably foolish?
Yes. Why do you keep whipping me and stop making fun of my deductions?
I will continue to do so.
Ow.
There, I saved you the trouble of disciplining him.
Yes. Even though I had no intention of doing so.
Thank
Not
you.
his dad.
You thought about it, didn't you, Miles? It was in the back of your head.
Not a single thought, Franziska, I swear. The letter is
And
stained
my
with
job.
the letter is stained with blood, which suggests it had indeed been placed somewhere on her left side. Therefore, I doubt there was some sort of mistaken report. Unless that report was given by you.
Val, say something!
No.
God damn
No.
it.
Please?
No objections? Good. Then allow me to continue. So we established the existence of a second suspect.
No, we haven't. The murderer had to get in here, remember? Who else have gone in apart from Faraday and Ringer?
Whoever it was would have needed a key card. Judge Gavell proposed that the killer entered the room together with the victim. But what if there was something questionable about the very basis of her theory itself?
We've got the thingy, haven't we?
Yeah, this piece of evidence points to another
Someone
suspect.
came before.
Someone came in before.
Yeah.
Take that! Look again at the keycard record provided by Judge Gavell a short while ago. As already noted, the victim's keycard was used at 12:52 a.m. But you'll note that someone else's keycard is also listed.
A mystery person who could have entered beforehand and lay in wait for the victim, you mean? This other person entered at 10:15 p.m., so it's certainly not out of the realm of possibility.
Ha! Except, I'm afraid it is.
And where's your evidence, huh, Your Honor?
My evidence? I am the evidence. I was going to go the way of I am
Francisca,
the
could you please
Senate.
whip her across the face?
I know.
I am the law.
She has a whip, I have a gavel.
Fight.
Fight.
Brain cell.
Judge Gavel versus Franziska Vodkama. Round one, fight.
I am angry, I am arrogant, vain, and overconfident, but even I will not go up against a honor like herself.
Good choice, probably.
A judge like herself,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
We understand. It's okay.
Yeah.
You see, it was my key card.
So you killed her.
Oh, so you killed her, nice.
Keycard record data updated in my organizer.
There's nothing suspicious about a committee member entering the chamber as I please. Is there?
Well, there's a dead body here, so...
Yes.
Perhaps not. But that's also not the exonerating evidence you seem to think it is. Unless you can also prove that you yourself didn't murder your colleague.
Overruled! What utter nonsense! What would I have had to have gained from killing her?
Objection! I'm sure you know how I'm going to answer that, Your Honor.
You had a plot together.
I believe further investigation will shed some light on any motives you might have had.
Overruled! I am a faithful servant of the goddess. Why would I ever resort to an act of crime?
That is not
the...
that is not the statement you should be using, Your Honor. Many
I
crimes...
used my key card. That much is true. But my reason for entering this room is far from questionable.
Why does your name not show on the report?
Good question.
Then perhaps you'd care to tell us why.
I had business here in the committee chamber. There were certain preparations to make.
Oh, murdering somebody?
Preparations? Sounds pretty suspicious to me.
Ha! Shush, shush, shush. I am not at liberty to share what I was preparing for.
That is very incriminating.
But I am sure Prosecutor Edgeworth can make an educated guess.
My hearing. She must have been busy gathering the documents they were going to use against me to relieve me of my badge. Okay, new character.
I believe I know who this is. I am going to post image and pray I'm correct.
I think we should give this to Mist, given that he's not had a voice role.
Yes.
I was about to say that, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if we can.
Also, that fucking design, holy shit.
Is that Will Powers as Grandpa?
No.
I have no bloody clue
Nope.
what kind of
Oh,
voice
I think I know who this guy is. I think
He's
because
old.
Throw something out, Miss.
He's older. Basically, he's a prosecutor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got spoiled in this because of Prosecutors Gambit ends up in the Gambit tag in Tumblr.
Don't be afraid to pick a voice, then change it once you kind of get more in line with the character.
Yeah, of course.
Just throw something out. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, children, that's enough. It's good to keep our skills and our tongues sharp, especially when we're young, but that'll do for now.
Who in the
fuck is that?
It's Tree Man.
No.
Really takes me back to the days of my youth. Back when I would wrangle with a certain detective. He disappeared, you know. I hope he's out there somewhere living his best life.
Yes, how he has how many prosecutors badges on his jacket?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Mm-hmm. And look, there's a spot for one more.
That's his kill count then.
Oh god.
You'll have to forgive me. I get so emotional. The tears, they just can't stop. I can't stop them.
Yay.
Does he mean Detective Bad?
Chairman winner.
Wait, he's Eustace's dad? Fuck.
Yep.
Yep.
Help me.
Winner?
Well, I won't.
Verity, my girl. I love his way he speaks.
Verity, my girl. Do you ever stop working? Your dedication puts us all to shame.
He's fucking ripped, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
And is this young Francesca I see before me? Dear child, where did you get so big?
Uncle Vinner, it has been far too long.
Oh,
Wait, does
God,
that mean we're related?
No.
It's uncle as in like
Family friend.
honorific. Not a
Okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely as in family friend specifically.
It's like
'cause
it's like children call every like friend of the family uncle and aunt.
yeah.
And so formal, I thought we were like family.
I just look down below at this man. He is wringing out his beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, his goggles are full of tears.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
God,
that-
he's
that-
literally drowning
they,
in
are, they are water.
Yeah.
They are watering
Yeah.
still.
They're very
Jeez.
thick.
You used to
Also-
sit on.
Go ahead.
It just makes absolute sense that Eustace is a nepo baby.
You used to sit on my knee and shout, Uncle winner, at the top of your little lungs.
Okay, but can you imagine if they were actually like related, like Francisca to Eustace? And that's actually kind of hilarious in my mind.
But time goes so very fast. One can't help but shed a tear.
Dad, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? A committee member has been murdered, and you're in charge of the case, my boy.
My condolences.
What is this? Bring your pops to work day?
Ha! Silence! Do you have any idea who he is? This
Ow, my
man
head.
is practically the right hand of the goddess herself.
The
A
knife?
former chief prosecutor and the current chairman of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence.
Now, Verity. There's no need to bring all that up. I'm just a harmless man, really.
I don't
Ouch.
like his grin.
Yeah.
Doubt.
Allow me to apologize for the detective's rudeness. I am...
Miles Edgeworth, correct? And your little subordinate, Dick Gumshoe.
No.
I am Excelsius Winner.
Of course he fucking is.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
gotta
so
love it.
tired.
What's his fan name?
Father to this idiot boy, among other things.
It was something to best. It was
Blaze.
yeah, Blaze,
Blaze
the
the best, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
My wife and I were so happy when he was born. And now she's gone too. Heaven knows to where.
Here's my handkerchief.
Thank you, son. You're a good boy. In your own silly way.
Like father, like son, I suppose. Though it's hard to say who's the bigger fool.
Well, Verity?
Eustace is still the bigger fool.
Well, Verity? How goes the investigation?
Thank you for asking, sir. We have identified a prime suspect, 1K Faraday. We are currently trying...
Objection! You do not have nearly enough to make her your prime suspect, and you know it. Have you forgotten what we just discovered about the letter?
Objection! I told you that was just a mix-up. They got the wrong part. Ow.
Don't test my patience.
You don't have any.
All right, that's enough. Let's all just calm down, shall we?
I love how he doesn't really mind that much that his son's just been whipped.
Your boy is testing my patience, sir.
I think he would say like, "You're in my
no.
phone, Francis."
Wait. Something terrible just came into my head here. You know, this guy this family is the winners, and he just said the line, "Let's all calm down, shall we?" It's Michael Winner going, "Calm down, dear. It's just a courtroom."
Oh my god. I have not heard like those adverts live like in a like it's like a those
I know,
adverts live in
right?
my
Yeah.
brain deep in the recesses.
Yep. I got that memory unlocked like the 15 years I think that's been sitting there in the vault. Holy shit.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Thanks, Laura.
Oh dear. I'm so sorry you had to see that, sir. My humblest apologies.
I think you've all made your cases very clearly. Except for you, Eustace.
Dad.
Oh, I see why he's called Eustace now. Or rather, I hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Eustace, useless.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Excelsius.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
part is justice and part is useless.
Mm-hmm. We are prosecutors, and it is our duty to identify suspects and bring them to justice. But I wouldn't dare call someone a suspect without evidence or a motive.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth. I know all about your relationship to the accused. Thick as thieves seems pretty apt based on what I've heard.
Kay's no criminal. She's helped us catch the bad guys lots of times.
Much about this case is still unclear, sir. Please, you have to let us...
It's heartwarming, really. The bonds of friendship are so strong among the young. But circumstances being what they are, I'm afraid those bonds won't be enough.
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
Are you trying to hypnotize yourself?
Possibly.
His eyes aren't watering right now. Maybe that's got something to do with it.
The prosecutor's office needs this case cleared up as quickly as possible.
Of course.
Time is, so precious, and we have little of it. And there are so many other cases.
I just wanted to ask, you don't have to answer, but in his inevitable breakdown animation, does he set his beard on fire?
I hope
We'll
so.
have to find out, won't we? Well, you have to find out.
I'm sorry, but you understand, of course, don't you? All right, Miss Kay Faraday. Time to come along quietly.
Yes, sir.
You're not taking her. She's innocent, I tell you.
Ha! To defy the chairman of the committee is to defy the law itself.
I am the
It is
law.
No. It is an act so brazen, a hearing won't be necessary at all. Are you prepared for Mr. Edgeworth to lose his badge over this, detective?
So either Kay goes down or Mr. Edgeworth loses his badge. What the heck am I supposed to do?
Cry about it.
Same brain cell.
You
You happy
use
now?
his badge to shield yourselves? Oh, how the committee too has fallen.
Kay, you're innocent. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Thank you. We've only known each other for a short while, but you've been very kind. And I'm sorry. Sorry for being a criminal.
Your contrition has been noted, Miss Faraday, and will be conveyed to the Goddess of Justice.
What in the world should I do? When I was little, all I wanted to do was be like my father. Become an attorney and fight for those who can't fight for themselves. But now, my fate is tied to that of this one tiny badge. One tiny badge against the life of a dear acquaintance. Who am I kidding? There's nothing to weigh up here.
I guess this is it. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it! Judge Gavel! A moment, please.
Yes? What is it now? Ah! Your badge! What is the meaning of this?
I am returning it. From this day forth, I am a prosecutor no longer.
Gasp.
Miles?
Mr. Edgeworth!
What are you doing? Miles Edgeworth, explain yourself right now! You're giving it all up? Just like that?
You can't mean it, sir. Tell me you're kidding, please. If you're not a prosecutor anymore, then what does that make me?
I have one duty, and one duty alone, to pursue the truth. If being a prosecutor means I must turn a blind eye to the very truth before me, then I will gladly shed the title to be free.
Don't worry, Gumshoe, you're gonna be assigned to Clavier.
I'll carve my own path, one I believe in. I won't let my search for the truth end here.
Objection! Are you running away from the from me?
Say what you will, Franziska. You won't change my mind.
Miles, so you're leaving me behind again? I'll never forgive you for this! Never!
No, this is all my fault! None of this would have happened if it wasn't for me.
Wait, Kay, don't go! You stay right where you are, detective!
But sir!
I'm not a prosecutor anymore.
Don't say that! Where you go, I go, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm always there, right by your side.
There's no need for you to do that now, detective. Simply focus on your job and do what you can.
Also, Kay is escaping. I don't know if you noticed. Bye.
Well, now, this is no good, is it? We've let a dangerous criminal run free. I try and try, and yet it's never enough.
There's no need to worry, sir. We'll set up a cordon. She won't get far.
She'd better not. I'll be very disappointed in you if she does.
Oof.
You do get his menacing vibe very well, Mist.
Yeah.
It's very good.
To be continued.
Enough said. We're 15 minutes early, but I think that's a good place to call it.
Yeah.
Yes, Shadow?
Yeah, I just want to apologise for the screech I got in there. I was just like, oh, that's gonna hurt somebody's ears. My apologies.
No, I
It
know.
was fine. It was very good.
No.
Yeah, it was perfect.
I think my neighbors are probably like, is she okay?
Is she being murdered right now?
To heck with the neighbors.
Yeah.
I'm doing fine. My throat might not tomorrow, but it's fine.
Your neighbors, like my mom, are gonna start asking, like, Shadow, are you screaming tonight again?
Yeah, bless them. They've had to put up with a lot of recent.
So that is where we're going to leave today's episode of Ace Attorney Investigations 2, because there's no better place to call it there, really.
I mean,
Yeah,
no, not.
I really love
Gonna
the
be
idea
very
of
fun.
Edgeworth becoming a defense attorney for, like, permanent.
I think he's going to come back as a prosecutor.
I
Honestly.
mean,
We'll see how it goes.
I mean,
I
we
was-
know ultimately what happens, but yeah.
Yeah, I was half expecting he was just going to go ring Phoenix.
Phoenix, help!
No, because
No,
the only appearances of Phoenix allowed are little cameos.
I mean,
Yeah, but
fair.
still.
Yeah, no, there's a new defense attorney in town.
There is actually another defense attorney in town you can go to as well.
Yeah.
One we met before.
Yeah.
And probably the reason I didn't suggest that Burr take Excelsius either. So
Yeah, because I'm gonna talk to myself, aren't I?
probably. I can't remember if he's involved in this case, but we'll see. But yeah,
But
that.
we'll see.
Go on,
I was just saying, we'll see.
Shadow.
Also, we can
Sorry,
we
Shadow.
can see Excelsius there in the front seat on the
Mm-hmm.
on that picture.
Yeah, I was just going to say, God, I hope so.
And yeah, we'll be back next week for some more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. In the meantime, of course, if you're watching this on the YouTubes, you can also keep an eye on our back catalogue. We'll have other previous series going up under the name of Silly Voices Classic at the same time, as well as this series, which will be ongoing. And yeah, get prepared to see much more coming your way in the future. And of course, you can catch up on all streams in the week. Of course, if you want to check out some other content, you can, of course, check things over at, of course, the various channels of the cast members. We have Burr.
I love our family and all their craziness.
We have Drifting, who has been going through more Baldur's Gate. Quack.
No echo.
Exactly.
She's playing Untitled Goose Game.
Ah.
Maybe.
We've
Press
also
white to quack.
white quack. I also want to thank Kay for being here with us as normal.
Yay! I'm probably gonna head out soon after because I need a nap.
That's fair. And of course, our very own Verity, Gavel, and other characters as well. Miss Laura Petal.
Yes.
I didn't expect I'd feel conflict at this point. Goodness.
Also playing
take two.
Egad.
I'd play and I think we've not seen a lot of Gumshoe this game, so it was nice to see another stellar performance, as always, from Miss Lemming Russ as Gumshoe.
I'm here to do one thing. Be a silly goose.
Nice.
And of course, I want to thank Mistropolis for providing the voice of Officer and also the voice of Excelsius Winner.
I'll be back.
Oh dear.
His success is gonna have his own gun.
And of course, we can't forget our special guest, who has dulced us again with the great clip tones of Franziska von Karma from Shadow.
I doubt the audience will be thinking that after my latest screech, but thank you.
Oh, you did
Don't be
lovely.
mean to yourself. You
You're
did great.
lovely.
Also, that is an extra secret weapon of Francisca.
Yeah.
It's also raw. It's emotional. You know, it's
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Also, stop being mean to yourself. We're coming over there, and it is a threat.
Yeah, we're going over there. We're gonna give you hugs.
Promise?
promise.
It's a promise.
And with that, we're gonna see you all next week, and also we'll probably have a divot with us next week, I think. So
Yeah.
we'll see about then. For now, though, my name's been E-Back. Here at Scratch Boost, we Scratch the Gaming Itch. You've been watching Silly Voices Saturday. A good night, everyone.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.